I'm Kaye and I'm a late bloomer. Like many people, I used to think loofah sponges came from the ocean, but loofah is a member of the cucurbit family. Last year, I was introduced to the plants growing at my friend Sherry's in Tennessee, and she gave me seeds to try. Today we're going to look at the growing of loofah, and also we're going to harvest and prepare loofah for sponges. So stick around. On my trip home last September, I first met Sherry at the farmer's market selling her loofah sponges. She told me she grew loofah, and I had to drive out to her farm to see for myself. Sherry grows loofah on a large fence, and we set about looking for a ripe one. It was easy to peel, and she shook the seeds into my hand. I told her I had to try growing loofah. She gave me 13 seeds, her lucky number. I planted them on February 11th in trays of diatomaceous earth granules, which worked great. In 12 days, I had 4 sprouts. By March 1st, they had their first set of true leaves. I had planted all 13 seeds in 6 cells. I put them in the windowsill and they took off. By the end of March, I had vines. They went into the ground in April. I decided to grow loofah on this trellis, which was recently vacated after we took out a 30-year-old wisteria vine that had a trunk like that.
All right, let's go. Pound first.
It had pushed the wall of the garage 3 inches, so it was a major repair job. We had to dig this whole thing out. The entire planter was full of wisteria roots, and nothing else would have grown there. So it had to go, unfortunately. It was gorgeous in February, but, you know, what are you going to do? So I thought this is a perfect place to grow loofah. Now my friend Sharon Carson said, Kaye, you only need 1 vine. But I thought aesthetically it would look better if I planted all 10 of my vines so that the whole trellis would be full of loofah. And it turned out that it happened that way. Although there were early blooms, I knew the loofah wouldn't do well until they reached the sun. After much deliberation about how to train the vines to go straight up, I settled on simply running rows of twine and used clips. It was a race to the top. The end of June, the potatoes I had planted at the base were up and the vines were reaching across the horizontal beams. I had several nice loofah. This is the stage when you can cook and eat them, but I didn't. I had some help keeping the vines maintained, because they are 9 feet off the ground. By now, I was amazed at these huge things hanging from my trellis. The vines produced an early crop of 20 loofah, mostly near where they made the turn to the sun. The dog days of summer began. Mid-August, the vines were shriveling, leaves were yellowing, and loofah were drying out. And there was one worrisome dark spot on one loofah. However, there were more new green loofahs growing at the end of the vines. This is my first loofah, and it's turning black on the bottom, so I'm just going to go ahead and peel it and see what the story is. Yeah, this is not good. Oh, shoot. Clearly that is rotting in there. Ugh. Here's my first harvest of my loofah, and here's how you know they're ready. When you shake them, you can hear the seeds rattling inside. Then if you just peel the skin off, you see that it looks just like a loofah. This one is perfect. Not sure how many perfect ones I'll have. Hard to do this with one hand. You can see the seeds are just ready to come right out of there. They're really pretty seeds too. And then I thought, well, that's it. And I harvested all those. I didn't have time to prepare them for sponges. because of all my traveling this summer, but I just put them in the house and whoops, they all look like this sitting in my house. And they're all full of seeds, and the seeds are getting everywhere. These tops are just ready to come right off when the loofah dries. So, literally, and if you don't like noise, you can just knock these into a plastic bag. That's pretty much all of them. Okay, we'll check on these in a couple of hours. So since my friend Zachary enjoyed shelling beans with me, I thought he could help me make fast work of peeling these soaked loofahs. Wow.
Hey, this is black.
Yeah, and then I'll just cut that off. That's not a problem. Here.
They look like giant bananas. Oh my god.
It's just water. Okay, we did it. I think we did it in 5 minutes. Let's go wash our hands. Hey, give me 5. Give me 10. All that 5 minutes of hard work deserved a homemade cookie.
Good.
You said good before you even tasted it. All right. That is good. I gave all the sponges a good wash under the tap. And I laid them all out on the table to air dry. For me, Luffa was easy to grow. No major diseases or pests. Knowing the perfect time to harvest, I think, must come with experience. Wait until they're dark brown on the vine, and they will be brown. Cut off any dark spots, and the rest is usable. When you get it just right, it's a thing of beauty. When they're dry, cut it in half, and it is that easy. And you're done. And be sure to compost the peelings. Sherry tells me that Luffa is killed off by frost, so if you're in a temperate zone like I'm in, your vines could keep growing. But I'm a little tired of it, so time will tell. But as you can see, it's still blooming. And a bee just flew past my face, so I know the flowers are getting pollinated. Let's see if we can find a baby growing. Here's a baby. If you enjoyed this episode, please give me a thumbs up and share with a friend. I'm Kaye, I'm a late bloomer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Like many people, I used to think Luffa came from the ocean. It's days like today you wish you had longer arms. So if you're in a temperate zone like I'm in, your